Tartarian sound waves are not just frequencies moving through air. They are structured vibratory fields, harmonic oscillations that interact directly with the bioelectric architecture of DNA. Every living organism emits its own electromagnetic resonance signature, a harmonic imprint encoded at the quantum level. The Tartarians understood this. They tuned their Zermaluth instruments to frequencies that aligned with the coherent vibratory lattice of human DNA, not just stimulating it, but activating latent codons, sequences of genetic information left dormant in modern biology. When these sound waves reach the body, they don't just resonate at the cellular level, they induce phonon lattice oscillations, creating coherent energy states that rewire neural conductivity, enhance mitochondrial function, and restructure genomic sequencing in real time. The harmonic overtones of the Tartarian scales weren't random. They were Fibonacci resonant standing waves, embedding golden ratio phase coherence directly into biological structures. This means the music wasn't just heard, it was imprinted onto the molecular matrix, reconfiguring cellular memory, recalibrating neurological pathways, and restoring bioenergetic symmetry. What we're dealing with isn't just lost music, it's sonic engineering at the quantum biological threshold, a forgotten science that bridged sound, consciousness, and genetic evolution. And now, after centuries of silence, we have recovered the first Tartarian frequencies.
They're trying to silence this doctor because he just exposed the skincare industry. Watch this.
So NAD is their fuel. NAD makes sirtuins work. It's how they function. And as we get older, we make less and less. By the time you're 50, you have half the levels you did when you were 20. So NMN is the molecule that my dad takes. We know from clinical trials that taking a gram of NMN raises NAD back up to levels as when he was 20.
Now, it makes perfect sense why celebrities like Kendall Jenner and Hailey Bieber look so much younger than their age. I went through the reviews, and these people who look amazing are in their 50s. As someone who's also getting older, I decided to try it for a few weeks, and I don't know if it's a coincidence, but my skin has never looked better. This product is said to be top quality, third-party batch tested, and uniquely made in the UK. If you want to check it out, I've linked the exact one in the bottom corner. They're trying to silence this doctor because he just exposed the skincare industry. Watch.
I've got the lovely Amy with me. Amy, I thought is the best way to explain a little bit about this little video we're going to watch.
Oh, yes, Karen. Well, it seems like he's talking about the DNA, our DNA, and how we could live to be hundreds of years old if we understood not to eat too much acidic food and things like that. That there's something within our DNA, I guess, that's gone wrong, maybe, that we're not living, to be hundreds of years old. I think he said you could live up to 500 years old, but people eat this. Pardon?
He did.
Yeah, and, you want to not have so much acidity, I think is basically what he was saying.
Yeah, what he said was he had a brainwave.
Yes.
Should we watch his brainwave then, Amy?
Yes, Karen.
Thank you for helping me with that, Amy.
Oh, you're welcome, Karen.
Biophotons are the key to immortality. I figured it out. Listen. So I had this aha moment because this was my day to make all my tensor stuff, and I was listening to Bill Donahue, and this is what he said, and it made everything just click. Listen.
When you went to church when you were a little kid, they used to say everybody's born with original sin. You know what it is? It's screwed up DNA is exactly what they were talking about. They didn't know they were talking about that, but that's what they were talking about, mutant DNA. Talk about eternal life. The doctors and the scientists are now talking about when they have this DNA all corrected and mapped out, people living 300, 400, 500 years.
DNA is the source of biophotons governing cellular machinery, communication, and behavior. It governs growth and metabolism with high energetic efficiency. The coherent biophoton field forms a hologram throughout the body, telling each DNA molecule where it fits in the overall blueprint. Just like Bill Donahue was talking about, these cells can't communicate properly, and that is how we turned off our DNA, and that's why we're all aging and getting sick. This is how you fix and turn back on your dormant DNA and fix everything that is wrong with the human body by eating these biophotons. Not to mention, I mean, we could go into the science of these lactans that turn into ellagic acid and urolithin A and the health benefits, but I've already made many videos on that. Couple that with everything else that I just said, this is why people don't have their aura fields. Like, you know how some people are like, oh, I can see your aura, I can feel your aura, and some people, they're like, oh, nothing. Because these are people that are eating an acidic diet full of processed foods and meats, and their body has no biophotons to produce this aura field. Dude, it makes so much sense. Oh my God. And governing cell differentiation and specialization. With the creation of each biophoton, there is also a torsion wave. Scientists have concluded that torsion energy is the subtle energy that is our life force, and the torsion field is the missing ingredient to understanding the science of consciousness.
The most powerful healing instrument on the planet is your own voice. If you want to heal anything, go to where it first started. In the beginning, God said, let there be light. Sound, he said, sound becomes light. Tesla and Einstein both said the future of medicine is frequency. When you speak a word, I am healthy, healed, whole, and complete, these words oscillate and crystallize the water. We are 90-something% water weight. And then Jesus called the Father, consciousness binds to the water. And then the words that I just spoke oscillate and vibrate into the potential DNA. The double-stranded DNA codes for proteins which are in accordance with the words I just spoke. Your words create your reality. The word becomes flesh. Use your words to heal.